Hey, it's Mihail Lowing Up, and I'm so excited to watch season 3, episode 3 of Sword Online. This is a live reaction, and it's getting good. I'm only on episode 2, and so far, it looks like Kirito is kind of finding out what's going on in this world and how it's working. And you have Kirito and Yu start to become close friends. It looks like they don't know each other. Somehow, maybe both of the memories got erased. I'm not too sure. Definitely, Kirito memories got erased, but Yu I'm not too sure with him and how he does not remember Kirito. And I'm excited what's going to happen next. Like, where it's going to go. Are they going to remember their past? Like, Kirito, is he going to remember Yu or Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna remember Kirito? Is there gonna be a battle where one of them might die and that's when they start to remember each other? Like, what is going to be the breaking point for them to remember each other? I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sad moment. It's going to build more connection between them because right now I feel like they're reconnecting, you know? And from the other world, I don't know how long they knew each other. Look like they're like 5 years old, six now. They're probably like eight, seven. But like, how long do they know each other? So I wonder if that's going to bring more emotion between those two characters. And when is Kirito going to have his own sword? I'm curious because in the opening, you see Yu having the rose sword, the baby blue light sword, and then Kirito has the darker version of the sword. And I'm wondering how is he going to even get it or make it? And the part is interesting because from season 1, when he dual wield, he had a sword that was light, and then he had a sword that's dark. I'm wondering if this is going to build more of a reason why he's dual wielding. And now when he dual wields later on, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because that's what he's known for. It's going to have a more emotion attached to it, and the reason why he dual wields now. I don't know, but let's find out.
45! There's a lot I don't understand about this place, but I know I'm gonna need Yu-Gi-Oh's help to get to Centauria. Thing is, I have to get him out of his calling first. Oh,
How are
nothing.
you gonna do that?
We're all done with the
I mean, I would
morning
assume
quota.
Yuji is pretty
It's time
strong
for
because
lunch.
he's been cutting that tree for a long time since
I'm
Yuto was
starving.
gone for a couple of days. But in our world, it had to be a
You
couple
know
of
what I
years.
wish? I wish you could have tasted the pies Alice made. The crust was so flaky and there was so much filling. Having it was...
Was that Alice's calling? A baker?
No, not even.
I just don't understand
Back
how
in those
Yu-Gi-Oh
days, she
could
was
remember
studying the
Alice, but he
sacred
can't
arts at the
remember
church.
Kirito.
She
I just
was
don't
the
understand.
brightest prodigy this village ever had. She could cast all kinds of spells by the time she was 10.
Wow. What's up with the girl living at the church?
Was taken away. Selka moved to the church to become a nun and study the sacred arts.
Oh. There's a bunch of kids there too. Are they there for the same reason as her?
They lost their parents to the plague that hit the village 3 years ago. The church is the only place that had room for them. Poor kids. Like people being attacked and kidnapped down the main road. The villagers say goblins are the ones doing it.
There's goblins here?
I have a feeling all that talk's just rumors. If it were true, an Integrity Knight should have come by now to put a stop to them. They'd have been here in a flash. Like when Alice touched the ground in the... Either way, there have been a lot of deaths over the past 2 or 3 years, more than usual.
Can't you revive them? You know, like with one of the sacred arts?
Well, I don't know about that, but I remember Alice saying there was a high-level sacred art that could stop a life from decreasing.
That'd be...
Message about that spell in one of the old books in the church. But the problem is, only the high priest at the Axiom Church can use it.
Axiom Church?
It's in Centauria. They
Have to
wrote
sneak
the
in there. You
tattoo
want to get
index.
that
But like,
strong
do you
spell
have to be
book.
a high priest to use the spell? Maybe someone like you or me could learn it.
Sacred power that Solus and Terraria saturate the air and land with. The more elaborate the art, the more sacred power it takes. It would take more power than this forest has, and no one from here to Zakaria could wield it.
That's too bad. I wonder if there's a sacred art that could help us to chop this thing. Gotta be something better than this. Oh. Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh? Is there anything tougher than this in your village?
No, I'm afraid not. The only thing stronger than the Dragon Bone Axe would be an Integrity Knight. On second thought, maybe there is.
He still has a sword that Kirito and Yujio found when they were a little kid. So he can remember about the sword, but he can't remember about Kirito. I mean, they both found it.
Mind if I open it?
Okay, just be careful. If it falls on your foot, it'll leave.
This is such a badass sword.
No way.
It's the blue rose sword from the fairy tale.
What fairy
The End Mountains. He entered the lair of the White Dragon, our protector, and found that sword. It's just a silly story. That is, it was.
Looks like it's
Until
made
some
out of
kids
ice.
decided to find out if it was true. I mentioned it yesterday. Remember? About how Alice and I went to the end by myself back then.
Really? What'd the dragon have to say about you guys breaking into its home?
Oh, there was nothing left of it except some bones. We took the wrong tunnel, and then Alice crossed into the dark territory. And then she was taken away. I couldn't do anything for her, eggs were frozen. I'm sorry. Back to the sword. I left it there that day, and never forgot it. So 2 summers ago, I went back. Every day of rest, I'd go drag it. It took 3 months to get it back here.
Wow,
It took you 3 whole months to
that's
do it?
crazy.
Why'd you even bother?
Enough to. Do you think you are?
I'm down to try. I'm a swordsman after all.
And the fact is, he said that. Did he say I or we took Alice?
Looks like it's too heavy for you, too.
Yeah, right. Come on, Kirito.
And
Show me what you
it's not
got.
silver or dragon bone either. I think it might be a divine object.
A what?
Divine
Something that was
object.
either
Alright, that
made
sounds
with the
much
help
cooler
of the
than
gods,
a
or
ice
was
sword.
created by them. We call things like that divine objects.
That makes sense. Hey, Yujio, could you, check how much life the gig is? You're damn straight I am. Unless the taboo index forbids it. But I bet it doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's funny. All this seems so familiar.
So he doesn't remember Kirito, but it
Right
does sound
now,
familiar
it's
to
at
him.
232,315. Cool.
So when he logs off, they must have erased his memories. And when he logs back in, he remembers. But this time, he doesn't. Oh, shit.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, I'm okay.
No way. You actually cut
That's
into
that's
it.
that's pretty good for its first try. Not bad.
And deep too.
Go on. See where its life's at now.
Oh, right. 232,314.
You're kidding.
I bet it would have decreased its life a lot more if you got it in the center of the cut instead of the bark. Looks like your intuition was right.
Looks
The
like
sword is
Kirito's a
more
little
effective
rusty
than
there.
the
He's
axe.
missing his
Even so, we'd have to master using it to
yeah,
get any
he's
results.
missing.
I can't hit it straight, but I bet you could.
I can barely hold this sword, let alone... Okay, I'll give it a shot. So heavy!
First thing, find your balance. And when you swing, swing with your body. With swords, it's more about momentum, not just arm strength.
That was pretty good. Oh, never mind. He completely missed
You all right?
where the cut was from before.
I think I lost some life on that one.
Oh well. If durability's life, I lost some when I took a swing. It says my object control authority's at 38. I guess that's my parameter. That's what I'm talking about. At this rate, I'll never get to Centauria. I need Yugio's help, but he won't bail on his calling. If it wasn't for that taboo index, he could do whatever he wants. He said the Axiom Church people are AI fluctlights in a simulated civilization. There's no way the system would let him break a rule.
Oh, so Kirito is saying that the Fluctlight, the people in our world, they can't break the taboo. So that explains why when Kirito and Yujiro trying to save Alice, his eyes started to turn red and it said code error or something like that. So I think that's the reason why he wasn't able to attack. So that means everyone in that world has that system error placed into their eyes, so they don't break the law, I would assume. So I apologize, Yujiro, for that, because I remember episode 1 when he couldn't save Alice and it was all Kirito. I was getting so freaking pissed at Yujiro. I was like, yo, why he's being a little punk? Why he can't help? And just to find out, that's why. It looked like he tried to move in the end, but the system error didn't let him break the taboo index. That sucks.
Hang on. Yugio said Alice broke the taboo index when she accidentally crossed into the dark territory. But she was there by choice.
So for Alice to break the taboo index, was it accidentally or it was on purpose? And if it's on purpose, are you able to break it? So is that like 1 out of a million where she could break the taboo index accidentally? Because it looked like she wanted to help the underworld or that knight from the other side, because the knight, the knight was sticking out his hand and she started doing the same thing and then she accidentally tripped. So it was like 1 out of a million for her to make that mistake to break it on accidentally. So what makes a difference if you break it accidentally and if you break it by force? Is it like the same thing or it's different? I don't know. I don't know.
She went against the... Someone in there? Yeah, there is. I'm almost done.
Oh, no. You can take your time. I was just checking. Sorry to bother you. Good night.
Soka!
Sure you were.
I wanted to ask you something.
So, what was it you wanted to ask me?
Yeah. It's about your older sister. I heard about her, from Yugio. And
So that's
he
Alice,
told me her name was
younger
Alice.
sister.
He said she was studying the sacred arts here at the church. And how 6 years ago an Integrity Night took her. I got the feeling he's really worried about her.
I didn't know. I thought he forgot about her. This explains a lot about him, though. She's the reason Yugio's so sad. Noticed it? How quiet and gloomy he is?
Oh, yeah.
When my sister was here, every time I saw him, he had a
The
smile on
Yuju
his
doesn't seem
face.
too sad when he's around
I don't
Kirito.
remember ever seeing him without one back then. But not anymore. He spends his days of rest alone, and the only time I see him is when—
Don't you?
I didn't say that! Oh my gosh! Everyone compares me to Alice. No one says it, but I know. When my parents see me, I remind them of her. And I can't stand it anymore. That's probably why Yugio avoids me. But there's nothing I can do. It's not my fault she's gone.
Aw, poor thing. I'm pretty sure they don't blame her, but maybe that's how she feels,
No,
If
not at
sometimes
all.
when
It's
someone acts a
better
certain way, you don't ask them,
than
you just
holding it in.
assume
Yes, you're
what
right.
happens.
Not something I do.
Really? You're tougher than I am. I can't tell you how many times I've cried in front of people.
Hold on. Is your memory back?
No, it just feels that way is all. Anyway, back to you. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. You're you, not...
Yes, you're right. I should get going. Say, Did Yujiro happen to tell you why the Integrity Knight took my sister away?
Yeah, he did.
My parents wouldn't tell me. And
Sure. She went to the End Mountains, then touched the ground on the Dark Territory side.
I see. The End Mountains, huh?
Oh man, why you told her? Seems like a
Tomorrow's our
bad
day of
idea to
rest.
tell her
Still,
how
be on
she is.
time. I
She's
won't be coming
already
to wake you
blaming
up
herself
anymore.
that Alice got
Okay,
taken
I'll
away,
keep
you
that
know?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
By chance, have you seen Selka today?
No?
Morning. She missed prayers, and she's
Oh
not in her
man,
room.
see? God
I am
damn,
worried.
Kirito,
She
why
would
you had
never
to tell
leave
her the
without telling
truth?
me first.
I'm sure she's around.
I hope so. If you see her, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am. Yujiro,
Hey, Kirito.
have you seen Selka anywhere? She says she left without telling her.
That's strange.
Well, I'm trying to find her. Do you know where she could have gone?
No, she and I haven't spoken in ages. Do you think something might have upset her?
I see. The End Mountains, huh?
Man, last night I told her what happened to out of the End Mountains on her own. Would she?
That's exactly where she went! We have to bring her back now!
Damn, see, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
What's
Come on,
wrong?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Gotta
It's
save
been
your other
said what?
sister.
Long ago.
Then we're on the right track. That's gotta be Selka.
Yeah. Well, this is it.
No way. It really is the end.
When I first came here, I thought the same thing. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think. I guess.
System call. Generate luminous element. Adhere.
Look at that.
Yujiro,
He's picking
what'd
up.
you do?
He picked
It's
up
a
some
sacred
magic.
art, an easy one
He
that
picked up some
anybody can
magics
do.
from
But, like,
Alice.
You said system. Do you even know what that means?
Nothing. As long as you have enough skill, you'll be blessed with the art you summon.
He thinks he's casting a magic spell.
Come on, let's go.
Right. Maybe she didn't come in here. I mean, there's no sign of her.
This is as good a sign as any.
I feel like everything is like
guess.
re-happening. When Kirito went in the cave the first time when he was
Hey,
little, he got
Yujiro,
what
all
is it?
cold and everything.
If she
Now he's
crosses
getting
into
cold
the
again.
Dark Territory, does an Integrity Knight come and take her right away?
No, not until the next day. He'll fly to the village and arrest her there.
Still have a chance to keep him from getting her.
But that would be interfering. We can't.
Of course we can. Look, even if she does break the taboo index, all we have to do is keep her away from the village. The Integrity Knight can
Even with
arrest her if he
Kirito
can't
memory,
find
he's
her.
still the same
That's
dude.
insane.
And
We can't
Yu-Gi-Oh,
hide
he's
forever.
the same
If I
guy.
didn't say anything, she wouldn't be in this mess.
He's scared to break
This
the
is all on me.
taboo, and Kirito's the first
No,
one
it's not.
running in to break it.
Selka! That way!
Oh shit, the ogres are true. Damn, they look scary.
Goblins.
Oh, it's goblins, my bad, not ogres. This is not Shrek.
Selka!
What are you doing?
Oh shit.
Looky, looky! Two more white Eum bratty brats just a wandering around. Yummy! Let's tie them to the other one.
Take them back. No one buy them. Worthless. Kill them and make them meat instead.
Man, that looks like the boss.
Yujiro.
Yo, how they gonna fight them? They have no weapons, no nothing. His leg is shaking already. Damn.
Yujiro.
Snap out of it. Snap out of it, Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it? It's just... Oh my god. it started to get all hyped up and it freaking just finished there. Damn, man. I was getting so excited. I was ready. Ugh. Imagine that back in the day where people didn't really use computers. Well, in my day, computers wasn't too popular. So we had to wait next week, next Saturday to watch episode. And that was the fucking worst thing ever. It used to be Dragon Ball Z. It was like on the Friday. And once the episode started to get really good, and you start getting all into it. And then the last minute, it finished. Like, fuck. Now I have to wait till next week to watch it. Worst freaking moments ever. And I feel like it just happened again right now. But at least I could watch the next episode. So that's a good thing. It looked like he's the boss. I don't know. It looks like Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna be in big trouble because they have no weapons. I feel like they're noobs. And how Kirito, his ability, his swordsmanship, isn't where it used to be. So I don't know. He's lacking in that ability for now. Yu-Gi-Oh, younger sister, is she going to die now? Like I heard her screaming. She's in there. So hopefully they're able to save her. I'm curious how Kirito's gonna get Yu-Gi-Oh out of his calling. Like, what's going to happen? Does he have to chop down the tree? Is he going to trick Yu-Gi-Oh to leave the village without cutting it down? I'm not sure what's going to happen. I feel like right now Kirito's a low level. He can almost handle the sword, looks like, but not as like how he was in season one's Sword Online. Right now, I feel like he's a little amateur, but right now it looks like they're about to fight. So usually when you fight, you level up, and if they're able to beat the goblins, this might be the turning point in where he's going to level up, and that's when a new chapter is going to start. But I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm really excited, and hopefully it's not another sad ending like when Alice got taken away. And I hope Kirito and Yuji will pull together as a wingman team doubles. I feel like slowly their connection between each other so slowly growing, because the fact is, like, when I think it was last episode, episode 2, where Kirito kind of remembered Alice, but he didn't. It's just like a silhouette of her body, and he's like, man, I feel like I remember something. Like he feels like odd. So I wonder, like, the connection between Yu-Gi-Oh and Kirito. I wonder if both of them, they feel that connection. They know it's a connection there, but they can't really. I don't know how to explain. They can't really, like. They know the connection is there. They feel it, but they're not sure about it. So I guess they're just taking it one day at a time. And I love the episode so far, and I feel like each episode is getting better and better, and I'm really happy for the creator of Sword Online to do this season 3. I know I'm kind of late, but I hope he nails it. I really hope so. All right, guys, I'm done with my anime reaction video, and hopefully I see you guys again for season 3, episode 4. Bye. Like and subscribe for more Sword Online reaction videos.